So I'm not even sure who's up yet still. You don't really need to see my face. I'm back at the car. Just got a text message from my house. Apparently these assholes are looting and rioting in the Walmart right on Walden Ave. So I guess you can only protect so many places. Very, very, very disheartening. So everybody that's coming on right now, I live over in Cheektowaga by Union in Walden, and I just got a report that said these assholes have taken over that Walmart while all of our Cheektowaga police officers were over at Target and the mall. I know Cheektowaga police have descended on it. I'm not sure if it's already stopped at this point. This was back at about 10:30. I got this information, but I'm not sure how bad it is. I don't know if anybody seen this. Heard a report over on Cheektowaga. They did break in. They did burn it. I'm not sure if it's on fire. So if anybody has any information on that, just feel free to put that up here. I left the protest. Most people were starting to disband here. They are, it's getting cold. So, it's getting chillier standing out there. It's not even that cold. It says 67. I don't think it's 67. It's got to be in the 50s. But anyways, people are starting to get cold, and it's getting a little bit long in the tooth. So, you do have some individuals that are squaring off with police officers and have been doing that, but those are, again, the paid protesters. They had peacemakers here. I have seen the peacemakers. I give those guys a lot of credit. They were here to de-escalate any situations. I did see that happen when I first got here. Be careful tonight, guys. These scumbags are still out there. Like I said in the last segment, they're still out there. Who knows where they are now? We thwarted their plans, and they're pissed. So they're going to redirect and go anywhere that they can. Hopefully this is going to be the last night we have to deal with it, but we got to be prepared to deal with it probably another night or two. These guys have very short attention spans. If it's difficult, they don't want to take it on. And this was made really, really difficult for them. They were not able to execute and perpetrate what they wanted to do. So now they're being opportunistic. They're exploiting at this point. We're going to show them. We're going to terrorize this town. Don't let them terrorize us, guys. A lot of people have texted me and said, we're scared. Don't be scared, guys. We have each other's backs. Law enforcement has our backs. We came together as a community. This was a small faction of scumbags that came into our town. They came into our town, our homes, our county, our city, to do this to us, to attack us. And they want to put fear in us, and they want to divide us. And we can't let that happen. The protests that we're protesting, we may have different viewpoints, but you know what? The police are on our side. They shake my hand. They're very grateful for how respectful we are, and we're very grateful for them and the job that they do. So don't be scared tonight, guys. Be careful. Be vigilant. Lock up. Keep a weapon near you. Make sure you tell everybody in your family the same thing without scaring them too much, whoever it is that you could tell that's not going to be scared, because you don't want to panic people. So just be measured with who you're going to tell. Right now, this is reducing, but there are these rogue little factions that have come in. They flew into Niagara Falls today, and they were going to make happen what was going to happen. And then they have the leftovers from Niagara Square yesterday. So they're going around with whoever they're going around with, and they're attacking the Targets and they're attacking the Walmarts. So hopefully police are going to be on scene in each one of these towns. I'm sure they will be. Erie County Sheriff, state troopers, all working together. Here tonight, they had Lewiston police. They had Niagara Falls police. They had New York State police. They had everybody here de-escalating it and make sure. And again, guys, I want to say I was not involved last night there at Niagara Square, so I can't speak on behalf of that. However, I do know a number of people that were in the city very close to it, and they were watching live streams, and they estimated that about 75% of all the protesters were peaceful, and that actually the protesters that did turn violent, the handful that did and broke glass, they got the very distinct feeling that they were paid, the way that they were acting and the way that they were responding. It just was not natural. So what ended up happening is 75% of the group last night, they were trying to stop the people who were trying to were tipping over garbage cans, breaking windows. Every single time the 75% of the people saw that, they tried to tip up the garbage can. They tried to stop the people from throwing, bricks through the windows. These people have a justified concern with police corruption and abuse of power with the police departments. That's the same thing with the government agencies. What's happening with the government agencies, guys? It's a legit beef. However, law enforcement, which family and friends of mine I have a ton of are good officers. They're not the scumbags. They want the bad officers out too. They want the bad officers out just as much as these people do and these protesters do. Why? Because it puts them in harm's way. The scumbags who act in a bad way put them at risk because they are representative of everybody. People don't distinguish between officers for the most part, right? You see one officer, everybody's the same. Doesn't matter who they are. So that one bad officer, and they can't do anything. These officers, these great officers that there are out there in these departments fighting for us, that fought for us tonight. They fought for every single one of us tonight. They fought for our towns. They fought for our city. They came in. I applaud the Buffalo PD for doing what they did. You pulling cars, the curfew, one good decision that guy has made throughout this whole thing. At least they were able to disband the protesters because it was going to get violent. Antifa flew in. There were the U-Hauls. Again, guys, just giving the report here in the recap. Great job by Niagara Falls, New York State Police, and Lewiston Police. Even great job by the protesters. Like I said, I would say 98% of the protesters here were to protest peacefully. And yesterday, estimates were about 75% of all the protesters were there to do it peacefully. They had the plants. You could see the plants. They are that obvious because you could see what they're trying to do. They walk around. It's all scripted. It's like they're actors. It's like they're in a movie. And, they're trying to get people, the tensions to be built and then they'll go off. Niagara Falls Police, they weren't having any of it. They did a great job. But again, I want to say we were attacked tonight. Somebody somewhere made a decision people to come into our towns, about it. That's exactly what these people aren't. Domestic terrorists. Whoever paid them off, they're just straight up terrorists. They decided that they were going to try to damage our property, personal property, destroy our neighborhoods, destroy our businesses, destroy our personal businesses. And then we come to find that they had at least 2 U-Haul vehicles with armed gunmen in them and potentially a third. And who knows how many more there might have been that we didn't find. And we don't know how long these people are going to be in town, guys. Like, we really don't know how long. But what the amazing thing is we all worked together to communicate all the information that we had to law enforcement so they could do their job. We weren't victims today, guys. We went on the offense. We were proactive. And we made sure our towns, our neighborhoods, our friends, our families were protected. That's what we did today. And that's what we'll continue to do every day. So that's the recap I have. I got to go back home, protect my house, see if Walmart is in fact on fire. So that sucks. But stay vigilant, guys. These people are still out there. Make sure you share with me any information that you get so that I could put it out there. I do need to go to bed, get some sleep, but, thank you for helping and being a part, guys. Good night. I'll talk to you later.